Alright, Internet. So I am in Arkansas now, and I am on my way to see my friend Brenna. So I have not met Brenna in person yet. She and I have been Facebook friends for several months, but this is going to be our first time meeting in person. She's a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I thought I would walk up to her door wearing my admittedly cheap Aragorn costume. It does make it a little bit hotter where, driving a car with no air conditioning in the summertime, but this should be worth it. I'm going to see if I can get her reaction on video, and this should be fun. Hey, Internet. So, time for a little update. So a lot has happened. So anyway, I got to my friend Brenna's house a couple days ago, and surprisingly not much happened. It was actually kind of funny. When I knocked on her door, she reacted almost as if like she gets people dressed like Aragorn knocking on her door on a regular basis. Which I guess is kind of funny in and of itself. And yeah, met her and her family. We had a great time. Played a board game. Yeah, had a lot of fun. And then I stopped in Tulsa a couple hours later and made a new friend. And the guy's name is Adam, and he's one of two hosts of one of my favorite podcasts. They do a radio show, and so it's broadcast on the radio every week, but it's also published online as a podcast. It's called The Catholic Man Show, and it's really cool. I seriously recommend checking it out. If you need like tips and advice and encouragement on like how to be a better man and how to be more virtuous and learn about the kind of gear that you need if you're going to be a man, it's seriously give it a listen. I'll put a link to its website in the description here. So I stopped in Tulsa and met up with him. We grabbed a beer together. He's a really cool guy, and that just about says it all. Yeah, we chilled together, had a great conversation for maybe an hour or so, and then I had to pick up and move on, and he had to go back to work because he had escaped from work on his lunch break. And then in Denver just now, I was hoping to meet the crew of another one of my favorite podcasts called Catholic Stuff You Should Know. I'll put a link to that in the description as well, in case you haven't heard of that. It is a really fun podcast. It's like solid Catholic teaching, but in a very lighthearted way. There's a lot of banter involved, and it's hosted and put out by 4 priests out of the Archdiocese of Denver. And so I went up and went to daily mass this morning at the parish where one of those 4 priests is pastor. But it just so happened he was out of town. So Father Nathan was out of town, and that was a letdown. I was seriously hoping to meet the mulleted man behind the podcast. But I did get to meet the priest who was filling in for him, and who's only been a priest. He was ordained about 2 months ago. His name is Father Dan, and I was able to chat with him a little bit afterwards, and I told him what I was up to, where I'm coming from, DC, and where I'm going, Alaska. And then, so he came out and just did a nice little impromptu car blessing for me, which is really nice of him. And I got a brand new bit of holy water in one of my water bottles here, which is always awesome. Anyway, and then I hit the road from Denver, and now I'm in Utah, where I am on a stretch of I-70 where there is nothing for 42 miles. So it's just you and me, Internet.